and those who live and die for all time to make it the land of the free and the home of the brave. Amen.
Sellout crowd here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You can expect emotion to play a big part in this encounter.
Unique prize. The alma mater is last word, and the glory of singing second.
Ever since I've been here, everybody's trying to say sing second. You don't want to sing first.
Singing second is a special honor. At the end of the game, first you'll head over to the loser side while they sing their alma mater.
As soon as they sing their last note, it's just a dead sprint over to the other side.
And the winners will sing it second. And as soon as that song goes on, they go wild.
It's amazing. It's just an uproar.
We've never had that opportunity while I've been here to know what it's like to sing second.
Honestly, I can't imagine singing first.
Can't believe this happened again.
Getting that 10-year drought would mean everything to us.
We've been singing second, and hopefully we can keep that tradition going.
We are huge rivals on the field, but after we graduate, we're all brothers in arms. We're all fighting for the same cause. It's about who wants it more.
Your legacy means everything. This is the moment. This is the time.
So how do you want to be remembered?
Go Army. Beat Navy. Go Navy. Beat Army. Beat Navy.
Beat Army.
We will beat Navy.
Now the chance to sing second beckons again at the 113th Army-Navy game.
And so we welcome you back, Navy 7-4, Army 2-9, hoping to end a decade of dominance in this series. And first on the field, the Black Knights. By the midshipmen. This game being played in Philadelphia for the 84th time.
Boom to the hay, all you sports fans out there in the Tubosphere. Welcome to the One-Man Sports Rant. Gen 2.0. I am your host, Will, the alternative ESPN, and every other network that we cover, Sports Thrill, specializing in college football and basketball and all of the other sporting events in their singular nature, such as they may occur. Why such an emphasis on the college sports? I was a linebacker and off guard at the collegiate level, however short-lived. Blew up both my ankles. Never was able to realize my sports prowess. Walked on in both events, but I was a non-traditional student, so I sort of screwed up high school, got my act together, got my butt back into college, and so I had to go that route. And I still suffer from those ankles. But the point is, I did not utilize my, stay in school, by the way, high school-wise, sports abilities to the best of their abilities, because street ball wise, you know, I got a reputation still back where I was playing. So I'm not a spring chicken, but I'm not you know, going through a midlife crisis either. It's the best of both, the maturity with still the physical ability and speed to understand it all, I guess. All right, so you heard from Accept, the original balls to the wall. It's gonna be a lead into for the rest of college football. By the way, this is the shorty version. This is the post-review show, as introduced by our Pi Kappa Alpha House Sweethearts, U of U chapter, Alpha Tau, giving you props. All right, so what do I mean by all this? You know, if you saw on the timestamp this video being 10 to 11 minutes thereabouts, this is the post-review show, which is what I mean by those graphics that I included. Much like when you go to a live theater, stage, show, and it's kind of sucking, people with class, you don't walk out on it until intermission. So, I understand if I'm talking to only 2 or 5 people, because this show may not be your cup of tea, but it is the post-review. You already saw all the clips, you know, to the sporting event that we were discussing about, and I'm not going to get into it more specifically, because again, this is the baseline show, and I'll get into the legalities as to why that is in a moment. I did used to run a law firm, so to those of you still listening, stick around because you'll learn something about the particulars of YouTube. But for the shows, you know, 15 minutes or longer, it's a totally different intro than what I'm doing right now. All right. So why bother doing a show, you may ask? Because the ship has sailed, in the sense of just trying to piggyback on somebody else's network and going beyond the 5 to 7 minute mark and just trying to put that up as not necessarily your own, but obviously from somebody else. You try to give them credit on YouTube. I'm sure you may have seen this several times. Your longer clips, say like beyond the 4 minute mark, where all they're showing is like the channel immediately. That does not cover the legalities of it. What are the legalities I'm discussing? It's a little thing called the DCMA, the Digital Copyright Millennium Act. And the key tenets that we adhere to on the OMSR are, as they were hashed out through WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization: fair use standard, minimal use, derivatives, and no money exchanged in hands. Of course, that last one's a given, but it's also important. But it's a given here because, as you can see, the OMSR is a pro bono production. We adhere strictly to that. And on that note, as well, all images you see on the OMSR, not procured or produced, 2-minute warning, so I'll go over on time, by the OMSR, were obtained through the public domain. So anybody out there saying, hey, Will, you're kind of using an image that we don't necessarily approve of, fine. Watch my dust. I'll take it down. Excuse me. Readjust it. The only sucky thing about that is you'll lose all the hits when you go to re-upload the same thing, plus the interest lanes on that particular event. But that's not important as opposed to what I just said. All right. And on that note, this show is copyrighted to the OMSR. Brief video highlights courtesy to the networks already discussed through Will, the alternative sports throw. The OMSR does not own these video highlights, but does own all the other original content and the overall concept herein, thereof, therefore, most rights reserved. Alright, so on that note, the 2-minute warning, we go back to our musical lead into Accept. The original, to the nth degree, balls to the wall. perfect theme music for closing out college football. You got to play balls to the wall to get a winning record, to get to a better bowl, or BCS consideration. All right, so pay attention to the end graphic at the end of the show. VAC chart from the state of California DMV. They will throw the book at you. Worst state in the union, or best, toughest, whatever you want to call it. You get a DUI. You can pause it, freeze frame it, X amount of drinks, your body type, no X amount of activity. All right, thanks for watching. Later days, and only a few more college football plays.